Jerry Rickrode with us. We're talking ABA basketball, talking about the Wyoming Valley Clutch. Coach, you're the first team to earn the right to head to Missouri. And there's been some other teams kind of filling in. But let's talk about the success you guys had this season and that ability to go play for a championship and to do what you guys did, which was win a regional championship.
Certainly nice to be playing at this time of the year. You know, we got pretty close before. I think in our second year, we actually ended the season undefeated, and then COVID hit. What would have been nice about that was the Final Eight was in Binghamton that year, but it got canceled. So last year we had to travel for that regional final, and it was a tough trip, and didn't get past that, but then got to host it this year. It's like anything else. I remember when I coached at Wilkes, we got to several Final Eights, but when you play it at home, you got a good chance to win most of the time. So crowd behind you and stuff like that, you know, so it's good.
Chris Shovlin, Dave Januzzi, guys that you know well. You know, again, that what they want to do for basketball here in northeastern Pennsylvania, and kind of you guys are all kind of jiving together, all on the same page, and those guys being the owners.
Yeah, you know, it's been probably, well, I've known Dave longer than Chris, but it's got to be 27 years maybe since I got to know Dave from recruiting him at Myers. But both of them high school legends, PAR and Myers, and they gave me a second chance. So I was out of coaching for 3 or 4 years, and then got the call to help them out. And at first I was hesitant, not because of them, wanted to help them, but just wasn't ready to make a commitment, but did it. And I didn't know what I would bring to the table, but it kind of snowballed, and things have just kind of moved into a year after year after year after year. And, you know, we have a good group of guys, and it's been fun.
Let's talk about, you know, getting these guys into a routine. You're probably kind of the elder statesman here. You're the guy with, okay, we're going to show up at 8 o'clock. We're going to do 45 minutes of this, or we're going to do that. But then again, you're also dealing with some adults now. So people have jobs and families, and there's got to be a little bit of flexibility. But I'm sure in some ways the old coach in you is like, hey, we got to have this routine. We got to get this down.
I just said to the guys yesterday when we came in, we had a workout. I said, if you guys would have been playing for me at Wilkes, you've been watching practice from outside, because if you're not here on time, you know, we shut the door. They're not here on time a lot, but when they do step on the floor, they go hard. And as you said, you know, you're dealing with men now. You kind of gear it back a little bit. That took me some time, and I stressed about that at first. But I've learned, you know, and I don't get so upset about the little things anymore. Guys give you 100% when you're playing, you know, and we got a group that does that. You know, they, for the most part all year, just into it for each other. We don't have a real true star. We have a lot of good players, and different guys step up every game, so it's been pretty fun.
Let's talk about you know, the competition. You know, what you expected when you first got into this, and you know, again, playing at a high level, and you guys are able to produce and play at that highest level with the teams in the league.
Didn't know what it was really going to be like, to be honest with you. And then, you know, our first game together as a group was at Binghamton, an exhibition game. Happened to be that, you know, they went to the Final Eight the year before. Shove hit a 3 at the buzzer to win the game. Place was crowded, and there was a good atmosphere. And as we walked up the floor, Dave looked at me and goes, Coach, it's not going to be like this every game. You know, you got different venues. You got, you know, we happen to have a venue where we get a nice crowd and a good atmosphere. So, and I think if you play some of the better teams, the Binghamtons and the Baltimores and the Herkimers and, you know, the Garden State team, stuff like that, you're gonna have good crowds. Some don't. You know, it's just how the program's run. You know. We happen to have a good thing because, you know, Chris and Dave have that junior clutch, and they benefit us as much as I think the kids enjoy watching the guys play. They benefit us because they all come to the games, the kids and the parents and stuff, so it's nice.
The product itself, I mean, the kids get involved, you know, they come out, and you guys, you know, have some great sponsors that allow kids to get into the games for free. which is a credit to what Dave and Chris and yourself have done. But those are the local businesses here in northeastern Pennsylvania have been really good to you guys, and you guys try to make it, give back to the community and get some people in there and watch some good basketball.
I've come to find that with fundraising and with the sponsors and stuff like that we sell them on the fact that we're trying to make good things happen in downtown Wilkes-Barre. And a lot of these people too, some of these sponsors I've got relationships with because I fundraise on my other job. And they've been good to the team, a lot of loyal guys, and it's definitely helped. And I just think that a lot of the people come to the games, and when they come to a game, they'll say, "Coach, I didn't know it was going to be like this. This was really enjoyable." So,
you guys have some time between your last game and when your next game is. So let's talk about, dialing it in, focusing a little bit. And then you guys got there's a lot of things that are going to happen, fundraising for the trip, making sure you guys are able to get there, and then organizing all that stuff. There's a lot of logistics that are going into this. You still got to try to coach these guys.
Yeah, I think it's different again than it is in college because, we used to, if we got a good seed, we'd say, geez, we're going to wait a while to play. And you're practicing every day, so you got a lot of time to get better and stuff. Here it's a little different. I've been working the guys out 1 or 2 times a week, individual drills, and we try to go as a team once a week. Last weekend we went twice. So yeah, we have about 3.5 weeks from when we played the last regular season game to when we're going to go out there to the final 8. So you worry about that, but I think guys stay in shape and they get some time with their families or whatever they need to do now. You don't worry about it as much as you did in college. We're going to be doing some other things. I'm sure Dave will allude to it when he talks with you, but we got some things set up for the community and stuff over the next 2 weeks, and trying to keep everybody's focus.
As far as the shot clock and things like that with coaching, I mean, maybe I saw 1 shot clock violation in 2 games that I saw. It doesn't happen often. It just you get accustomed to it. I'm sure these players know, hey, I gotta get to the rack pretty quick.
It's a fast game, and even though the NBA is like that as well, and people don't think that, like the NBA coaches, they don't think they coach that much. Well, they do. It's just that it's so fast that a lot of onus is put on the players. You have that rule where you have only 7 seconds to get it over half court too. Right. So, it's a fast game. There's a lot of possessions. People say to me, good job coaching the team. I'll say, I'm not really sure there's a lot of coaching involved there. The guys, we work on certain situations at practice and stuff, and we have just a couple things we run and stuff like that. But if you try to be good defensively, but it's different. I mean, it's just a lot of possessions. A 10-point lead with a minute left is not safe. But on the other end, if you're down like 5 with a minute left or 45 seconds left, you still got that chance. So we played a lot of close games this year. We had 8 games that were single-digit wins. It hadn't been like that in the past. We would win a lot of games big. But I think the schedule, we upgraded the schedule a little bit, tried to bring some better teams in. And I think now that we had those close games as wins, that gets you ready for a final 8, because you're going to be close games out there.
When you talk about not coaching as much as people might think, but there's decisions to be made. Somebody's playing 4 minutes, somebody's playing 6 minutes. Guys are in and out. Now you got men you're dealing with, and their mentality, their egos, and everybody, hey man, I should be out there.
Yeah.
Right? You're getting some of that chatter on the bench, I'm sure.
Well, you know what? It's funny I think more so in the past. This team, the first 3 or 4 months, didn't get that much. We went through a little stint where we did get that. But for the most part, the guys want to be out on the floor playing, but I think they get it. And we've had games this year where guys that would be playing 30, 35 minutes or starters or whatever, they're not even playing the last 10 minutes of the game, and they're still into it for the rest of the team. So that's been good.
Coach, always great to catch up with you. Congratulations on a fantastic season, and look forward to see what April brings.
Thanks, John. Appreciate it.